as we bring our awareness back to the moment, getting ready for this wonderful gift you've given yourself today, reminding you, breathe the breath of life. Breathe at least twice as deep as you normally do, in and out through your nose. Let's begin by hugging in your right knee with both hands. Your left leg is straight on the mat. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Move your forehead toward the knee as you rotate your right ankle 5 or 6 times in each direction. Open and close the toes. Point the toes, crimp the toes. Check in with the breath. So many things are going on here. If you're in the moment, you're breathing in the entire intelligence of the universe into your body. You're stretching out the hip, you're stretching out the groin, stretching out the neck, the rotation of the ankle, spreading the toes. So the kingdom of God is in you. So it's always been there. What's happening with the yoga practice, if you believe it, you're bringing in the entire intelligence of the universe. Let's bring that right leg straight up to the heavens. Grab a hold near the calf as you stretch out the back of the leg. Your breath can come in as you tick-tock the leg a little side to side. You can pull it towards your head as well. And if you want, you can leave your head and shoulders up off the mat. So you could move that, Jonathan. You could move that a couple of feet forward in case they have to get behind you. So you're using your breath, your mind, and movement to open up your body. It's not my body. As you open up the body, create more space, your body is building energetic pathways all the time. It's always trying to move back toward perfection. You can heal yourself with yoga if you believe it. Let's go ahead and set that right foot down on the mat. So you now have a bent right knee and a straight. Right knee is bent. We're on the right side. When you're ready, inhale, lift the butt. Exhale, lower the butt. Arch pose. We're still on the right side. Move that foot wherever you want to move it so you feel a little backing arch. Right? You're arching the back. Inhale, lift the butt. Exhale, lower the butt. So you can't get a 20-year-old spine without doing back bends. We're going to do quite a few today. As the spine opens up, all the systems of the body function better. Let's bring the arms in when you're ready. Inhale, butt comes up. Both arms come overhead, maybe touching the back of the hands to the floor. Exhale, butt comes down. Both arms release back down. Continue matching the breath with the movement. These are arch pose. Let's do 2 more. 2 more if you would. And when you're ready, you can leave the arms overhead. Let's stretch a little bit. Leave the legs where they are. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers, over the top of your head, the crown of your head. As you inhale, stretch. You could lift the butt about 2 inches off the mat. And inhale, pull the hands away from the head. As you set the butt down, squirm the shoulders a little bit. You will find a longer you, won't you? How do I know? I just do this every now and then. I know that you can. Inhale again. Pull the hands away from the head. Lift the butt. As you set back down, you can squirm the shoulders into a longer you. Give me one more attempt. One more inhale. One more stretch. And stretching is a movement of the spine. Gravity compresses it. How are you going to get it back to where it was before gravity took? You got to stretch. When you're ready, see if you can find half happy baby on that right foot. Grab the outside of the right foot. Bring the bottom of that foot up to the heavens. Tick-tock that foot side to side, front to back. Breath comes in as you open up the groin and the hips. So we're going to do a little hip opener later on, and a little groin opener. One hand on the outside of the foot, Ralph. Happy baby. Half happy baby. We're using the right hand on the right foot. You can tick-tock the foot side to side, front to back. You can piston it up and down as you pull the knee down toward the mat. And check in with the breath. Nice and deep breathing. Good enough for me. Let's bend the right knee long enough to grab the right knee with the left hand. Pull the whole right leg over to the left side of the mat, finding your spinal twist. It's not my spine. As you maybe get that knee down, all the way to the left. Turn your head to the right and bring in the breath as you breathe here in a little spinal twist. I'm going to put this up here, Brenda. Ralph, look around the room. Join us. We're on one side only. Pull it down to the left, all the way down. Turn your head to the right. You might be breathing deep enough to feel the diaphragm massaging the liver, the kidneys, and the spleen. As a good yoga practice, if you're breathing deeply, will oxygenate and massage all the organs and glands of the body. Who's to say what's going to happen to your health if you massage the liver, kidneys, and spleen today in a spinal twist, and what that bearing that's going to have? Who's to say when we oxygenate the pituitary gland? And we're going to work with the meridians today of the heart, the lungs, the intestines. Yoga is a wonderful way for vibrant health, but you're going beyond that. We're trying to bring into it, moving you back to a spiritual journey as well. When you're ready, let's release back to center. Straighten the right leg. Hug in the left knee with both hands. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Move your forehead toward the knee. Or rotate the left ankle 5 or 6 times in one direction. Rotate it in the other direction. Check in with the breath. Spread the toes, open the toes. So what happens in a yoga class as you breathe and move and use your mind to open the body? It begins to slow down. You're only thinking of a few things. Let's bring that wonderfully made left foot up to the heavens. Grab up near the calf. Lift your head and shoulders if you want. Tick-tock that leg a little side to side. Pull the knee towards you. Check in with the breath. And so you have 60,000 miles of blood roads that run through your body. Most of America are not even oxygenating their own blood. They're shallow breathers. This is a big, long blood road. As you open it up, good for the valves of the leg, good for releasing tension in the body and the mind. Give me a few more deep breaths if you would. When you're ready, set that left foot down. Now you have a bent left leg and a straight right leg. Inhale, lift the butt. Exhale, lower the butt. Arch pose. Your arms can go to the side body as you push into the mat. Get a nice rhythm going. Put that foot where you want, right? Get a nice balance going. When you're ready, let's bring the arms in. Inhale, butt comes up. Both arms come overhead. Maybe touching the back of the hands to the mat behind you. Exhale, butt comes down. Both arms release back down. Arch pose with moving arms. So we have lymph nodes in the groin, lymph nodes in the armpits. Right? In a moment, we're going to stretch. Lymph nodes in the neck. And we'll talk about the lymphatic system in a moment. Let's do 3 more. Arch pose with moving arms. Check in with the breath. Nice deep breathing in and out through the nose. If you remember the last time we stretched, right? When you get the arms overhead, you can set the butt down. But let's stretch a little bit, right? As you inhale, lift the butt. Pull the hands away from the head. Interlace the fingers, Shar, with pointer fingers. As you set the butt down, shimmy the shoulders. Maybe you'll find a little bit longer U. Give me a couple more attempts as you inhale. That's why the breath is so important. You're this way, Erna. That's your maximum stretch. Right? The breath's been with you since you've been born. You might as well use it to open up your body. Let's release back out. Find half happy baby on the left foot. Tick-tock the legs side to side, front to back. Grab the outside of the foot. Bottom of the foot faces the heavens. Breathing here. Try to relax. Tick-tock side to side, front to back. Piston that foot up and down. You're grabbing the left hand on the outside of the left foot. Grab here. Take it easy and then grab the ankle. Breathing here as you piston the leg up and down. So you have more lymphatic fluid in your body than you have blood. Who's to say as we strengthen the immune system, what marvelous things could happen in your body as that lymphatic fluid dramatically moves around in a yoga class. And most of America have no idea, right? Your body's 90% liquid. You can have a nice juicy body. Let's bend that left knee long enough to grab it with the right hand. Grab your left knee with the right hand. Pull the left leg over to the right, finding your spinal twist. When you get the left knee down to the right, turn your head to the left. Bring in the breath. Think about what you're doing. Give it some thought. Give it some thought. Think about it. Turn your head to the left. Breathing here. Nice deep breathing. Let that diaphragm do its job. I bark a little bit sometimes in class. Depends on if everybody's listening to me or not. Got to get everybody on the same page, right? Nice deep breathing here. So we're moving the spine 7 ways, right? We're bringing back a 20-year-old spine. Everybody should be walking around with a 20-year-old spine. That's the ultimate fashion statement. And when that happens, all the systems of the body run better. And perhaps healing takes place, right? As your body is always building new pathways, new ways to get back to perfection. Let's bring back to center. Hug in both knees. Bring that spine back to equanimity. So we twisted the spine. We moved it backward a little bit. We stretched it. We moved it forward. We need to move it side to side a little bit. I think we'll take it easy on your stabilization muscles today. It's Brenda's first class. We don't want to knock her out her first class. When you're ready, let's straighten the legs out on the mat and bring your arms out like wings. Legs are straight, arms out like wings. Make a note on how flat your body is on the mat. You're flat on the mat. See if you can leave your feet close together. Legs are straight. Walk both feet over to the right side of the mat. Keep your butt flat on the mat. When you can go no further, turn your head to the left and bring in the breath. This is a little side bend, right? Breathing here. Now, stay flat on the mat. I like what everybody's done. Maybe you can move the right leg 2 feet away from the left leg. Can you do that? Just scoot the right leg a little farther away. Good. And then keep breathing. Marvelous. Both legs are together. But they've moved that way. Both legs have moved that way. Now I ask you to move the right leg. That's your left leg. Just the right leg goes this way. Now, keep breathing. Well done. Let's walk the legs back to center. When you're ready, walk both legs to the left. Turn your head to the right. And maybe scoot the left leg a little bit away from the right leg. And keep breathing. Oh, yeah. So it's not every day you do this movement, is it? You don't wash dishes or clean the bathroom like this. That's what we're doing in a yoga class. We're moving the spine beyond what you'd ever do in a normal day. That's where the youthfulness comes in. So I had a meeting with Dr. Chris Cox. I don't know if anybody is there, his patient, but he's a chiropractor on Friday. He was there an hour. He wants to refer some clients of his to my classes, and maybe some people here need his services. He wants me to do the whole program that he has first, so I know what he's doing. And I'm anxious to learn a little bit more about your spine as well. So I'm looking forward to that journey. Let's bring the legs back to center. Hug in the knees. Hug in the knees. And take a moment to bring your spine back to equanimity. And when you're ready, you can begin releasing and take a break. Shut your eyes. Take a little bit of a break as you rest. So resting is as important as the process of either a pose or a sequence. First part of a pose is to visualize the pose. Then you go into it, then you hold the pose or you move through it. You come out and then rest. So the resting is just as important. Take a few moments here to relax and we'll move on to another sequence. This sequence, we're giving away 2 bonus points. In total today, you can win 6 bonus points. Nobody won the 25% off of the class from last class because nobody could touch their toes to the back of their head. Lori, you weren't here for that class, were you? Lori Taylor from Fry's. That's Lori Taylor, one of the most valuable employees of Fry's Foods. Ever. Most valuable employee ever from Fry's Foods. So Lori can share this video with all of her friends and family. When you're ready, see if you can make your way up to table pose. I'm going to be here next to Robin and Ralph. So turn your body so you can see me. I'll be in the middle today. So you're in table pose. Table pose, you're on your hands and knees. You look like a table. Your hands are underneath the shoulders, about shoulder width. Your knees are under the hips. Ralph, turn this way or that way so you can see me. You don't have to turn that way. You can still see me. Let's do a few cat-cows. As you exhale, round the back, chin goes to the chest. As you inhale, arch the back, push the belly to the mat, look straight ahead or up. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, arch the back, look straight ahead or up. Cat-cow, exhale, round the back, chin to chest. That's cat back. Good. And inhale, arch the back, push the belly to the mat, look straight ahead or up. Very nice. Let's just do one more. I just want to share with you the rounding of the back, the arching of the back. When you're ready, let's now lift either knee up, lift the knee up, round the back, chin to chest, and move the knee toward the forehead and try to hold there for 1 and 2. And now kick that same leg up, arch the back, head comes up. Kick the foot up, hold for 2. Set that knee down. Round the back, chin to chest. Bring the other knee up to the forehead. Hold there for 1, 2. And then kick that leg up. Head comes up, back arches, right? Scorpion. This is scorpion. And hold for 2 and set down. Now you're on your own. Do the other leg. Alternate. Let's do 4 more. Round the back, chin to chest. 2 breaths as the knee goes to the forehead first, and then kick in the scorpion. You can bend that leg, Lynn, so you can drive the foot up higher. Alternating legs, we're going to do 2 more on each side. That comes up, scorpion. Head comes up. Comes way up. Kick it way up. When you finish your 2 on each side, don't let the arms collapse. Keep the arms straight. When you finish 2 on each side, drop down to your forearms. Roll the wrists, open and close the hands. Take a moment on your wrists and hands. Take a break. Okay, we're going to move into the bonus rounds. Good luck to everyone. See if you can get the bonus points. This first round, there's 2 bonus points going out. When you're ready, come on up to table pose. Step your right foot up to the hands and then come up to kneeling. So now you're in kneeling, your right foot under the knee. I guess I'll go here. Interlace the fingers. Let's elongate. Lay the head back. And stretch. As you inhale, push the hands up to the heavens. And you're patient here. Next inhale, push a little further up to the heavens. Maybe lay the head back a little bit without losing your balance. Inhale again, push up one more time. And then release to center. Leave your right arm in the air and bring your head back so you can see me. Right arm stays up. Give me a little back bend as you exhale back. Cobra, modified. Exhale back into a nice kneeling back bend. Exhale back. Good. Can't get a 20-year-old spine without back bends. When you're ready, release. Turn to your right. Bring your left hand on the right thigh. Bring your right arm behind the back. And sit up tall as you inhale. Exhale. See if you can pull yourself to the right to a twist. Be patient. Inhale again. Exhale. Pull a little more to the right. Try to look behind you. Can you see directly behind you? Can you look down and see your foot behind you? And give me 2 more exhales as you find a nice, oh yeah, back bend. Release to center. Here comes the bonus point. See if you can lean forward, bending that. I have to lean forward to take the weight off the back knee. Bend that left knee. See if you can grab that left foot with the left hand. And the bonus point comes in if you can get your eyes up with the right arm up and lay the eyes back for at least 3 breaths. 3. And you get the bonus point. 2. So my bonus point is finished. Is anybody else? Too easy?
No.
And you have about 5 more seconds to get your bonus point. Eyes have to go up. I was talking to Ralph. Release. I'll look, trust me, I'll look when we get to the other side. And the other side, I'm not going to demonstrate. Look down at your right foot. Release. See it? Now, if you're too close to the front of your mat, you may have to back up because I want you to step the right foot forward 1 foot length and a half, and now you're in dragon. And give me some hip droppers. Drop the hips. Drop the hips. That's it. Just breathe. Exhaling. I'm bending forward, Mike. I'm coming down. That's it. All right, I'm watching you, Helen. See if you can keep the hip down, the groin down. Bring the right arm back again. Lay the head back, breathing here. Another cobra, but from dragon. From dragon. And then slowly come back. You can sit back up a little bit. Bring the hands down to the mat. Straighten the arms a moment. And catch your breath. You can bring the hips back a little bit. Now walk both hands, Helen, to the left. Keep walking both hands, Shirley, to the left. Bring the left hand near the left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Can you see that whole back leg? Breathing here. That's it. Erna, that's it. You can rock the left shoulder toward the foot if you want. Stretching out the right side body. Do you feel that? You rock the left shoulder toward the foot and collapsing the left side body. Both side bodies are stretching now. When you're ready, walk back to center. Now you may have to walk the hands a little bit forward because I want the right hand on top of the right thigh. Turn as you push the right hand into the thigh. Look up with your head. Look up. Push that hand. Try to find a twist here. So this is a yin pose. Yin yoga. Working some meridians here. We'll talk about meridians in a minute. Give me 3. You're looking up. You're pushing. Can you get your chin looking up, Ralph? And then release the hand down. Now let's take a minute to let the head go. Bend the elbows as you stretch that groin and hip again. Taking a little break as well. Taking a little break. Getting ready for our last bonus attempt. Taking a little break. Now straightening the arms. See if you can walk the right hand through and under that right thigh. This is crooked tree. And see if you can lift that right leg up on top of the right arm and hold that foot off the mat for 5 breaths. Hold that foot up there. 3. That's the bonus point. I'm watching you now, Helen. Where's your bonus point, Shirley?
It went out the window after the first one.
You did get it though, right?
Yes, I did.
When you're ready, you can step that right knee back to table pose. Now watch what I'm going to do. Another yin pose. Bring your knees to the outer edges of the mat. Bring the back of your right hand to the mat and thread the right hand between the left hand and the left knee. Set the right shoulder down. And then sit your butt down towards your heels. Sit your butt back towards your heels. Now you're on your shoulder, the side of your head. Bring that left arm behind your back. Now you have it. Bring the left arm, Brenda, behind your back. And rest. This is a wide knee twisting child's pose. Another yin pose. This is good for the meridians, particularly the meridian that aligns with your heart, your lungs, and your intestines. Give me a few breaths here as we rest. That's more relaxed, isn't it? Can you get this hand behind the back? Good job. When you're ready, see if you can push into child's pose. So child's pose, you just drop your forearms down in front of you. Let the head go down. Sit back towards your heels. If your knee is bothering you, then you'll have to figure out where you want to go, where you're in the most comfortable. Excellent job. This time, on the other half, I get to walk around and watch and see who gets the bonus points. And I'll be as descriptive as I can without having to demonstrate. How's it going over here? Cramp?
No, I'm okay. Just loosening up.
Okay, anybody else need to get any commercials in? We have Harriet Yount here. She's the first chair celloist. She'll be performing a Bach celloist suite on yoga on the Oracle retreat we have on February 14th through 17th. She'll be performing Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and maybe a little bit Saturday night. Who else do we have? We have Brenda, of course. She's a good friend of Bill over out at Raytheon. Glad to have her. Our 2 males in the audience in the practice today. 3 males. We've got Ralph, Bud, and Mike. Bud and Mike, veterans. Ralph, are you a veteran? Are you a veteran?
Yeah.
And Ralph, we've got 3 veterans in the room. Yeah. When you're ready, you can begin to visualize how you're going to maneuver your body with the left foot forward and kneeling. Helen. Who's picking on Helen today? Helen said, I didn't get to see her bonus point. Well, I'm going to be watching like a hawk. Step your left foot up. When you get to a balance point, come up to kneeling, interlace the fingers, lay the head back, and stretch. As you inhale, stretch. Each time the inhale comes in, feel like you're separating yourself from the waist. Just 3 or 4 inhales is fine, but you're patient. The nice thing about a stretch, your body's waiting for you. It doesn't snap back, does it? It lets you go higher and higher. But you can only do about 4 or so before you reach the pinnacle of your stretch. When you're ready, release the head to center. Leave the left arm in the air and give me a back bending cobra. Exhaling the left hand back, the head back. You can bring the right hand to the right thigh if you want. And just let that exhale take you back. You're patient. And every time the exhale comes in, you're trickling backward a little bit at a time. And give me one more breath. Here it's working on a nice back bend. When you're ready, release. Remember from last time, before we do our bonus point, you're going to turn to your left. Bring your right hand to the left thigh. Left arm behind the back. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Pull yourself to the left. Each time you exhale, try to use that front hand to pull it into the leg. Go ahead back. You're going to pull here as you twist here. Opposing forces. And give me 2 more exhales, 2 more little twists. You can begin coming out when you're ready. For me, I have to lean forward so I can bend the right knee and grab a hold of it with my right hand, that back foot. And then, of course, if you want the bonus, lay the head back, lay the arm back, and keep your eyes on the ceiling for 3 to 5 breaths. Now I'm watching. Eyes have to come up. I'm watching. Don't get nervous. This is the bonus point. You got 5 seconds to get it. Otherwise, you didn't get it. 4, 2. That's all the world to see. That's on YouTube. And 1, release. When you're ready. Nobody watches it. When you're ready, you're still up. Where are you? Why are you down there with your head? Come back up. Look down at your left foot, Janet. Step the left foot forward, 1 foot length and a half. And give me some groin droppers. Look what I'm doing, Mike. The knee is bending. I'm dropping forward. Your foot needs to go further, way out in front, in dragon. Leave the groin down. Bring the left arm back in a nice modified dragon cobra. Head goes up, exhaling back. Groin is down. We just practiced groin drops. Your groin should be down. Lay it back. Too easy? 1 more breath maybe. You going to show a back bend today at all? When you're ready, bring both hands down to the mat. Arms are straight. Both hands on the inside of the left foot. Just straighten the arms while you get your balance back. You can move your hips back a little too. Take a moment. You're still in dragon. The foot is way out in front. Walk both hands to the right. Keep on walking the hands to the right. Look over your right shoulder. See if you can look over the right shoulder and see that whole leg back there. And then breathe. You could rock the right shoulder toward the right foot. Rock it front to back. Feel the stretch in the left side body, can't you? The one that's open, and you can feel the collapsing in the right side body, right? Give me a few deep breaths in this lateral, this side bend. When you're ready, walk your hands back to center. Get your hands up near the front left foot. And if you can see Robin, she's going to bring her left hand up to the left thigh. And she'll exhale, twisting, opening up that left shoulder. Left hand on the left thigh. And twist. This is a yin pose. Looking up to the heavens. Left hand on the left thigh. Time is up, Harriet. 1 more breath. When you're ready, let's release both hands down. Bend the elbows. Let the head go as you get some blood flow to that brain, the 30 billion neurons of the brain. And bend the elbows and just take a moment to stretch out a little bit here in the hip and groin. And you're getting ready for the bonus point, Helen. You're getting ready for crooked tree, right? You could be thinking about it. I need a few more breaths. When you're ready, see if you can come up a little bit and thread that left hand underneath the left leg. Crooked tree. Keep threading it underneath. Keep going. Try to drop the shoulder down. And then maybe bring the fingertips, the left hand up, and lift the foot up off the mat. That's crooked tree. Hang there for 5 breaths. You have it. Come up to the fingertips. Now lift. You're so close. You have 5 more seconds to get your bonuses in. What's going on over here? When you're ready, step back to table pose. Bring your knees, though, wide on the mat. Sit back towards your heels. Take the back of your left hand to the mat and thread it between the right hand and the right knee. And bring that left shoulder all the way down. Sit back towards your heels when you get the shoulder down. Sit back towards your heels and then bring the right arm behind the back, Ralph. And give me a little twist as you try to relax. If you can get the shoulder down. That's it. And try to sit your butt back toward the heels. If you feel like you need more rest, if you're comfortable there, that's fine. For me, I'll adjust the butt back so I don't do much. So this is the Yin pose from Yin Yoga, which is our poses you could stay into for up to 20 minutes per pose, opening up, aiding the meridian of the heart, the lungs, and the intestines. So Ralph, you'd set that shoulder down. There you go. Give me a few more deep breaths if you would. You can begin visualizing child's pose, where both forearms now can go. When you're ready, go ahead. Let the forearms go in front. Let the head drop down. And child's pose, just release. Now, no more deep breathing. Take a break. Enid, if you want, you can just lay down like Shirley. You see Shirley over there in the yellow? Look to your left, Enid. She lays down all the way on her stomach. There's no problem with that either. You want to be comfortable in child's pose. You want to find the most comfortable position for your body, right? Everyone's body is different. Everybody. Well, Shirley is on her stomach. Yeah, from now on, when we do child's pose, just go ahead. It's about rest right now, right? We did a long time of sequence. No deep breathing in child's pose. You're resting, eyes shut. And you want to be as comfortable as you can. So we're going to move towards standing. You can begin visualizing bear walk. And give me about 5 more breaths. So Susan, you can uncurl that right toe. It just looks so much more comfortable that way. You can begin visualizing table pose again. We're going to find bear walk and then downward dog and then standing. So back to table pose. You could bring the feet toward the back part of your mat. Now, for bear walk, you're in table pose. Look down at your hands. Walk the hands about a hand length and a half forward. And this is bear walk. Curl the toes under. You'll inhale the upward dog and exhale downward dog. Inhale upward dog. Exhale downward dog. The only thing that should be touching are hands and toes. Continue with bear walk for a few moments, and we'll see how many friends Brenda can make today. It's her first time out. Keep your arms straight if you can. So Brenda, how many more bear walks should we do? Is your name Brenda? Let's see how many friends Brenda can make today.
No, you get trying to get me hurt.
Brenda, I usually pick on everybody his first time. I'm not picking on you. Let's do 2 more. When you find your last 2, push up to downward dog. She's smart, right? If you would have said 2, Brenda, I would have said 4. If you would have said 3, I would have said 6. Come up to downward dog now. Stay up in downward dog. You can adjust your hands to 90 degrees. That's perfect. That's your downward dog. Bring your feet back a little more, Brenda. Right about there is your 90 degrees from your trunk to your legs. Take a moment here to enjoy a little more inversion. right? Gravity. Lynn, your feet need to move up a little bit. Lynn, move your feet up about 3 inches. As gravity sags your organs, they lose their functionality. Right? Downward dog, they're all moving down to your head. They're saying, thank you, I haven't moved like this in decades. And you're breathing deep too. Thank you very much. That's what your organs are saying. If you don't think your body has an intelligence, you're wrong. When you're ready, walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands, or a combination of both of those, and find forward fold. Leave your fingertips near your toes in forward fold as you breathe and get your balance back, right? Get your strength back a moment. And then stretch out the back of your legs. If your legs are not straight, barely touch the fingertips to the mat and try to straighten the legs. And if your legs are straight, then bring more fingertips down to bear and give me about 2 or 3 more deep breaths. Well done. When you're ready, come up to standing. Too easy? Huh? That's way too... Yeah. We were reading from another yoga book, right? And how, from the Tibetan yoga of breath, right? How you can show the glow in your skin from a yoga practice, right?
We're glowing so much, we don't even need the lights on.
That's correct. That's Shirley Clausen, by the way. She lives here at Tucson Meadows. She says we're glowing so much we don't need a light. The microphone doesn't pick up everyone. So I have to repeat if you are to comment on anything. Today's balance pose. Bush pose to stork pose. Bush pose to stork pose. Okay? So bush pose, you're trying to dip. Once the ankle hits the knee, you're trying to exhale down. Now this could be bush pose. You could also try to find prayer arms in bush pose, exhaling down. Now once you're in bush pose for a time, you want to try to get to stork pose without setting the foot down, right, Rose? Right. So from here, try to come up to stork pose. The leg comes to hip height, the toe points down, arms are shoulder height, and the hands point down. Now I'm in stork. So it's bush pose to stork pose. When you're ready, have fun. I can't hear you. What are you saying, Harriet? Harriet's saying that's not fun. Well, you need to attempt it. It's bush pose, not tree pose. Bush pose, this way, dropping down below the height of the tree. This is tree pose up here. Bring the ankle on the knee and drop down to bush. And then see if you can come up to stork pose. That's stork. And do both sides, both legs. Don't fall. Make sure you're breathing. Breathe your way down to prayer arms. Let the breath take you down.
You want too much for your $3.
Harriet says, I want too much for my $3. I'm just teaching a yoga class, Harriet. One minute, maybe a little less. There goes Barbara Binkley.
What?
Barbara Binkley was going to come in, but she went the other door. She started here for the first year or so, and we lost her. 30 seconds. So Kathy, you can bring the elbows this way. That way you can touch both elbows on the leg, right? Exhale your way down. 15 seconds. So Judy has a combination of bush and stork. She's got bush stork.
Claws?
Right? Doesn't have to do the bush pose. Just do bush stork and you're set, right? 10 seconds. Beginning to wrap it up as you find your mat. What's that? Bush stork? Yeah, but that's not what I asked you to do. She changed. Let's find your mat. We have 5 minutes. Maybe a little more. Let's see how this goes. I want you to do tortoise today, or turtle pose, our last pose of the day. That's a bonus point as well for those of you that didn't quite get your points. So let's bring the legs straight. And bring both hands to the mat. As your head releases, maybe you can spread the feet a little more. Maybe you can flatten the hands out on the mat. And just settle in here for a moment. We're going to go through a little warrior sequence. For now, though, we'll just settle in, getting our mentality ready for a standing sequence. See if you can get both legs straight. Bring your right arm up to the heavens, following with the eyes and the chin. Breath comes in as we're back to work. See if you can get the eyes and chin looking up at the right fingertips. This is a little wide angle, modified side angle. See if you can straighten your legs. You should be able to straighten your legs from here, Ralph. Maybe even going as far as trying to do it from there. When you're ready, set the right hand down, bring up the left. Exhaling, twisting here. Try to get the arm in a natural position with the palm facing the same way the face is facing. When you're ready, release that hand down. See if you can walk both hands over to the right foot. Point the right foot toward the front part of the mat, finding lunge. Bring one hand on either side of the right foot. You might have to move the back foot forward to find a lunge. Find a decent lunge. I'd move the back foot forward a little more, Brenda. Hop the back foot forward to find lunge. You guys see how we did that? Everybody's got a decent lunge. You're too deep, Beverly. Ralph, get your lunge going. How many times have I asked you to come out into a lunge from downward dog, right? That's what you're looking for, Ralph. When you're ready, turn that back left heel down to the right and come up to a warrior stance. Come on up to standing. And now from lunge, right, you've come up to warrior. Rotate your shoulders toward the front part of that right leg. Interlace your fingers. Lay your head back. See if you can find heavenly warrior. Both hands are on the right foot. We're turning to the right. So you're going to look like this. This is your warrior stance. You're nowhere near it. When you're ready, bring the right fingertips out front. Right fingertips, warrior two. Look to your left, make sure both arms are in line with each other, and look back to the right fingertips. Warrior two. See if you can interlace, bring the arms down, interlace the hands behind the back. See if you can drop down the humble warrior, pulling the umbrella arms away from the butt, and drop the head down toward that knee. Maybe let the head go as you release down. Head down toward the right knee. Drop the left hand down to the mat. Bring the right arm up to the heavens. Breathing here. Work the arm. Remember we talked about this. The palm should be facing toward your face. And your hand, if it works for you, is up here. When you're ready, release that hand down. Walk both hands to the center of the mat between the feet. Turn the toes to center. Walk the hands to the center of the mat, Kathy. Turn the toes where we started, right? Now we're back to where we started. Almost done. Hang with me. Walk both hands to the left foot, Ralph. Walk both hands to the left foot. and find your lunge on the left. Turn the left foot to the front. Figure out your warrior stance. One hand on each side. When you're ready, come up to warrior. Bend that left knee, Judy. You might be too deep. Interlace the fingers, lay the head back, find heavenly warrior. Breathing here. Marvelous. You're too wide, Harriet. Your feet are too far apart from each other. You should have got that when we did lunge. Are you looking up to the heavens today? You're a natural. You must have done this in a previous life. When you're ready, find warrior 2. Left fingertips out front. Look to your right. Make sure both hands are in line with each other. And then look back at your left fingertips. And the left knee is bent, isn't it? Because it's a warrior stance. Like you had a sword in your hand, right? Face is soft. Breath is deep. Almost done here. Hang in there. Release the arms. Interlace the hands behind the back. Drop down the humble warrior. The head drops down near the left knee. As the head drops, the umbrella arms pull away from the butt. Humble warrior, breathing here. Bending that left knee if you can. Don't overdo the knees. I'm going to take you all the way down to the mat, but you have one more to do. Bring your right hand to the mat. Your left arm up to the heavens. Follow with the eyes and chin. Good. Looking up at the left fingertips for a few more breaths. We're almost there. Hang in there. Marvelous effort. I cannot believe what's before me. Fantastic job. I'm going to get you all the way down now. Stay with me. Both hands down to the mat. On either side of the left foot. One hand on each side of the left foot. Turn the heel of that back foot up in the back. Step the front foot back to downward dog. So now both feet are back. With great care and comfort and gentleness, place those wonderfully made knees down on the mat carefully and push back into child's pose. Take a break. That's fantastic effort. The whole world on YouTube will say, who are these people? Tucson Meadows, I'm moving there. We'll have to double the room up, of course, all the chairs. We'll have to move all the chairs from both sides of the room. We're going to do 3 more minutes as we wind down in tortoise. We're right on time. We're not over time. We're going to take another 10 breaths here, though. You can let your mind and body know we're going to do a 3-minute seated sequence as we wind down our practice. If you're able to do turtle or tortoise, you get 1 bonus point. And remember what we talked about, the sea turtle. Here comes Sarah Kessler. The sea turtle lives 200 years. It breathes 4 breaths a minute. We need to breathe. All you have to do is breathe 4 breaths a minute, and you can live to be 200 years as well. Hi, Sarah. Come on in. We're getting ready to finish up our practice. How are you? Here, come around here.
I just got off work.
We'll get you Thursday. You can.
I'm out of town on Thursday.
Oh,
I talked to them. Yeah.
I know. We talked about it.
Let me tell you about it.
So everybody, this is Sarah's Kessler. The camera's right there, Sarah. Jonathan's panning over.
Oh.
Sarah
Oh.
works at Radiology Limited.
I had to work
She
today,
couldn't
so
make
I
it
missed
today.
yoga. I was so heartbroken.
So we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah,
We got the
next
message.
week, yeah. Okay.
No, I know. When you're ready, let's find a soft staff pose. Who remembers a soft staff pose? So you're sitting down with legs straight. We have 3 minutes. Let's wind down with a little soft staff. So your legs are straight. Staff pose, stick pose, you'd be nice and like a stick, but this is soft. Let's bend your right leg. Bend it until you get it kind of hugging it close. And then find a nice place, right? Let's grab that right leg with the left arm. And then bring your right hand right behind you on the mat. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to your right. And maybe next exhale, twist a little more to your right. Trying to look behind you. Can you see directly behind you? Are you walking the fingertips of the right hand away from you as you deepen the twist? So I can look a little farther than behind me. Good. Breathe. Keep breathing. I'm coming out so I can check your work, Janet. Good. Give me 2 more breaths. Marvelous. When you're ready, release. Back out. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left leg. Get a nice hug on the left, pulling that foot near the groin. That's your left leg, so hug it with your right arm. Bring the left hand behind you on the mat. Inhale, sit up tall. Second to last pose of the day. As you exhale, twist to your left. Next exhale, twist a little more. Trying to look behind you. The breath deepens. Feel that diaphragm doing its job, right? Releasing. Back out. Last pose of the day. See if you can bend both knees, Kathy Miller. Last pose of the day. Arms go on the inside of the legs. This is crooked tree on both legs, or tortoise or turtle. Both hands, Ralph, go underneath. Try to get them way underneath, and then see if you can drop the legs on top of the arms. Drop the head down toward the mat, and find your turtle, find your tortoise, find double crooked tree, and find your bonus point. Let the legs fall down on the lower arms. Char. Just let those legs drop. Drop the head down. And let the breath come in. So Rose is looking good. Stay down there, Rose. I just spotlighted you in front of the whole world. Lori, you can stay down. Lori's looking good. Her head is almost touching. Lynn over here. Jenkins looking good. Everybody's anatomy is different, right? It doesn't matter. There's no ego in yoga. It doesn't matter how well you do or anybody else. You do what you're comfortable doing. And Robin, looking nice. Mike, looks like he's a born turtle over there. When you're ready, you can begin releasing out. Getting ready for the most important... that was fun, wasn't it? You can come out of your shell. Getting ready for the most important pose in all of yoga, your 5 minutes of rest with your eyes closed. However, we just twisted the body, we moved it forward. Definitely bend both knees, do some arch poses. This you'll notice after 4 to 6 of these, your spine starts relaxing again. I want you to do 10 of these arch poses. Okay? And then definitely hug in the knees nice and tight afterward, so your spine goes back to equanimity. Then you can shut down the eyes and go into the pose that we started today, right? Legs are straight, palms can be open toward the heavens, arms can be about 45 degrees away from the trunk. Remembering the thoughts that you have now are 100 times more powerful than when we started our practice. If you have any issues with the body, you can try some affirmations, 5 or 6 of them. Every day, in every way, my knees are becoming healthier and healthier. Every day, in every way, my joint swelling is becoming healthier and healthier. Any issue you're working on has 100 times more power. And when you're ready, go ahead. In the next 30 seconds, I'm hoping you can shut your eyes. After 5 minutes is up, you will hear me do this 3 times. I'll ring the chime and we will go from there. Great job today, everyone. As you resurrect to the brand new you, take all the time you need, stretch out any way that works best for your body today. Eventually, carefully, mindfully make your way to a comfortable seated position. That class is just way too easy. I'll tell you, man, you guys made it look way too easy.
That was gentle yoga.
Joyful, gentle yoga, Susan Wagner says. Susan Wagner's over there. Let's bring our hands together near the heart center. As always, thank you all for sharing such a terrific effort, sharing your practice today with me and with each other. Brenda, thank you for being here as we dedicated this class to you. We hope to see more of you, and best of luck with your yogic journeys. Today's closing from Kirananda of California, not Kirananda of Chicago. Be ever restful in your heart. And from me, I hope the rest of your day is cheerful. Namaste. Thank you, Jonathan, our videographer, our editor, and our director.